So we'll see a little bit about AGS and how we can import AGS files into GeoDin and how you can export it and what are all the edits that you can do inside the AGS object type in GeoDin. As you can see here, we have databases, and when you select this and create it, click on the create database connection, you'll be able to start a new database, which can be your project. Here I will do AGS, and then I'm going to create a new database, and here I select on create a database file and give the database a name. And as you can see here, we have like the type that it's going to be saved as is Access 2007 database. So we select save, click OK. And now that it says the connection has been established or created with the name AGS, we click OK here. And then now we can go into this database and start importing our AGS file. So as you can see here, we have this AGS import button. We select this, do a double click, and you will be able to view this here where it asks you a few questions. So here I'm going to actually import a standard AGS 4.1.1 file. So I'm selecting this and click next. You select your file location. I have my AGS file here. I click open and click next. So it says that the validation here is complete. If in case you have any issues with your AGS file, you will get a reason for why the validation is incomplete if it's missing a few required information. So we now go to import, and it's getting imported right now in GeoDin. And now we close. And here you can see that we have the project and all the details that it entails within the AGS from the AGS file itself. As you can see, AGS itself is an object type in GeoDin, and all of these are like the informations, the location information, the layer information. As you go through each one of these, I'm going to click select all objects, and here let's go into one particular location, 327.16a. As you can see, we have different layers or different options basically here to incorporate all your project information. Here you can see the location ID, what is the activity type, and if in case you go in and select this, it'll show you what exactly is the CP plus RC. So here it's the cable percussion and rotary chord. So we just leave it as it is, cancel, and then you have a grouping remarks, drilling information, coordinates, national grid, and the local grid. And if you go and select your layer data, here you will be able to see all of your layer data. And this is also something that you can view in the AGS4 object type itself here. If you click in here and you're directed to your layer description, so you go in here and you can start generating your layer descriptions. And if you want to edit, do and make any changes, you can add all of that changes in here. And then we also have sample data where all the information regarding your samples for that particular location goes in here. As you can see here, we have all these AGS headings, titles. And then we have something for well design as well. If your project requires a well design to be conducted. And then this is for your casing diameter, depth related hole information. Basically your water depth remarks can also go in here. And then comes the measurement data. So the measurement data is definitely available for all of the tests that is already provided in the AGS dictionary. And you can see that I'm selecting the pressure meter test results. You can see their full names here beneath. And if you click on this plus sign, you also have like those subsamples. So now we will see how we can export this into an AGS data format. You again go ahead and select your project here, and then you can see that we have an AGS export option on the methods toolbar. So we double click on this and you get this dialog box here on what are all the objects that you want to select. So here I'm going to select all of these informations that's available, and as you can see, we can go to the next and you select the standard AGS 4.1.1. Again, this depends on what format you're working on. So since I started working on the 4.1.1 before, I'm using the same AGS format here to export, and now it shows all the groups that are available inside this file. So if you at any point of time, if you just want to select one particular lab test data and export that, then you can remove all of these and just select that particular group as well. And here I have everything selected, so I just go ahead and click next. It verifies with us the project details and it shows all of the available details in here. If you want to add anything here, you can also go in and type freely this free text column. So it's not compulsory, but if it is a requirement for you to add any extra information for the file, you can do that here. And as you can see here, this project name is very important and it is locked, so you cannot edit this. And here the project identifier itself is important, so you will get error if you do not have any of these informations. But basically all of these informations are being pulled from all the entries that we've added to the project itself inside GeoDin. So we click next. Again, it's the same. It's asking for the transmission details, and then you select where you want to save your file, and if you want to just add your project name, I'll just do here as AGS, and then I click save. It gets saved here in AGS, then access database. Here you can see that. So that's how you import an AGS file as well. Hope this was informative. Thank you.